Hi, Shan. What's up? What's up, Shampies? You being silly? Just looking over my shoulder? Okay. Well, we're just gonna start. Hi friends, welcome back. I'm MC, a knit and crochet designer and yarn dyer from Connecticut, and you can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Blame the Knots, on my website, blametheknots.com, and of course right here on YouTube where you can get to know me a little bit better. Today, we have a lot to talk about. I have been very productive. It is episode 28 of the podcast, and today is, I have no idea. Today is Thursday, July 18th. I almost said January. I don't know what day it is. It is July 18th. We are filming later in the week than I would like to, but stuff happened and I just had to keep changing my filming schedule. So here we are. I already said it's episode 28. Okay, so let's get right into it with finished objects. My first finished object is what I'm wearing today, and this is my happy hour top. This is a new design by me. Let me stand up and show you really quickly. So we have a sleeveless version in the front and a tie with an opening in the back. I am wearing mine today just over a regular bra because I am going to go change right after I film this and do some dyeing, and I'm not going to be wearing this while dyeing, so I just didn't feel like fiddling with anything else. I just threw it on over my bra. Let's talk about this design. This is made with my own hand-dyed yarn, which you can find on my website in the colorway after these messages. This is on the For Sure fingering base, which is 75-25 superwash merino and nylon. And this design, Shan, shush, thank you. I don't like it when she or any of the animals take baths while I'm trying to record. It's gross. No one needs to hear those noises. All the glurping. Yuck. Anyway, this is a crochet design that I am doing in collaboration again with Bree of Little Wolf Knits, who is doing a knit version of the top, and it is currently in testing. So we are aiming to have it come to you in September. So keep an eye out. And let's see, I don't know if there are any other notes that I had to say for this. I'm so happy, so happy with the way that this turned out. I love the way the yarn looks. I love the way the design fits. I talked about it a lot in my last podcast, so I will spare you a lot of the details today, but I'm so happy. Next up, we have something that you might have seen already if you've seen any of the other recent videos on my channel, and this is a Biker Babe bralette, which is currently in testing for Amanda of Lovely by Lee, and this is my second one. It has pet hair on it because I've worn it like 3 or 4 times since I finished it. I did a whole vlog about making this. I finished it over the 4th of July weekend, and this is my second Biker Babe bralette that I have made. I did one exactly according to pattern for the test, and then I decided I wanted to make another one, so I did. This one I made with Ritual Dyes Priestess in the colorway The Lovers, and I only had 1 skein of DK, so what I did is I cast on I figured out what number of stitches I needed after the second increase of for the body and bust in the pattern, and I cast on for that number, and then I finished the pattern the rest of the way as written. I just took out a couple of inches off of the bottom, so this is much shorter, and I ended up with exactly what I needed. I had like a gram of yarn left. So this was perfect. I used a size 8 needle for the body and a size 6 for the ribbing. which is one size larger than the pattern calls for, and I made the size small, and I love it. I can't stop wearing it. Next, I have a finished object that you never got to see as a work in progress because I finished it in 6 days, and that is the C Street tank, the knit version, by Brie of the Little Wolf Knits. So I really wanted to make a knit version of the C Street tank because Brie and I worked together to collaborate on these patterns, and I knew it would be fun and I wanted to make it. So I considered doing a 1 week, 1 skein challenge video for this, but I really just needed some knitting that was just lots of stockinette and no commitments, and if I finished it really quickly, that was awesome, but if I took 2 months to make it, that was awesome. I just needed something that was behind the scenes and there were no stakes and it was just for me and just for fun. So I decided to work on this and to not film it, but I used 1 skein of Up at Dawn, which is also from Brie of the Little Wolf Knits, and this is on her Sunfish base, which is fingering. This was a exclusive colorway for Sock Week, which is run by Natalie of Knitty Natty, and it's a few years old. So I decided to use it for this. I think it works out perfectly. I used a US 5 for the body, a US 3 for the ribbing, which is what the pattern calls for. I chose to do the curved hem, and let's see, what else do I have to say about this? Oh, I made the size 32 for a 32-inch finished bust circumference. I have a 36-inch bust, so this gives me about 4 inches of negative ease around the bust. And okay, if I'm being honest, I actually haven't tried it on yet. I didn't try it on once while making it, and I still haven't, it just came off the blocking mats and I still haven't tried it on. Oops. I'm positive it fits though, because I mean, Brie and I know the pattern. It's just knit instead of crochet. I know how it will fit me, so it's fine. Next up, I have a couple of finished skeins of yarn to show you. And I have been doing the Tour de Fleece, and I have been opening new fiber every day from a countdown box by Malia Made It. And it has 6 breeds in it. So the first breed was South Down. I've already shown that completed skein on the podcast. The second breed was Karakul, which we will get to in a second. The third breed was Navajo Churro, which we will also get to in a second. And then, oh, Gulf Coast Native, I don't have yarn to show you yet. Shetland, I also don't have yarn to show you yet. And the final breed is Clun Forest, which I actually just did a first impressions of right before I started filming this. You can see it is on my wheel back there. Oh my god, this pointing is hard. There it is. It's on my wheel back there. Spoilers on the color. If you don't want to look, don't look. It's fine. I think, I don't think many of you will mind. Sorry if I just ruined that for you. Anyway, let's talk about finish yarns. So the first one I'm going to show you is my Navajo Churro, because this is the first one that I finished. And this is a really fun, my camera does not like focusing on this. I tried filming this earlier and my camera just really doesn't like to focus on this colorway. It's very like candy pastel colored. It has blues, greens, pinky purples, and it's really fun. So what I did for this one is every breed has 4 ounces in this countdown box, and I spun the first 2 ounces onto one bobbin, the next 2 ounces onto another bobbin, applied them together. That's it. That's all I did. I forgot to look, I always do this, I forget to look up my yardage. Navajo Churro. I got 246 yards out of this. So yeah, it's fun. It is pretty scratchy, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed working with this. Not my favorite, not my least favorite. It was fine. And the next one I have is my Karakul, and we will spend a little bit longer talking about this because I had quite an adventure with this. I was wondering what to do because there were actually 5 ounces of the Karakul, and it was like light pink, medium pink, and then it went to light purple, dark purple, even darker purple. So, and there wasn't like a fading of one into the other. It was just tonal braids of fiber. And I didn't know what to do. I ended up putting it all on one bobbin, and I was thinking that I might ply it with a Shetland fleece that I'm currently processing. And then I decided to do something a little bit different, and I am so glad that I did. And I decided to cable ply it. So this is how it turned out. I feel like you're not going to be able to see just how plump the cable plying looks from here. But also, I'm sorry if my nails look dirty. It's because they have dye on them. Sorry, I just realized that this nail is partially green. Anyway, what happens with cable plying is you ply 2 plied yarns together. So it's basically a 4 ply, but you have your singles, you turn it into a 2 ply, and then you take two plies and you ply them together to make a 4 ply. So I did that with this, and what I did was I took everything off of my bobbin with my yarn ball winder. Oh my gosh, every time I talk about this, little fibers come. Sorry, these yarns are very sheddy. So I took it off with my yarn ball winder, and then I plied it on itself, pulling from either end of the ball, and then I did that again. I took that 2 ply off with my yarn ball winder, and I plied from either end to make the 4 ply. And it was not a great process because things got really tangled on themselves a lot. So I would love to try cable plying without that and just do it from bobbins. That would be really fun. But overall, I love the way that this turned out. I love it. It looks so cool. I'm thrilled. I had so much fun. Absolutely thrilled with this. I got 120 yards. So I don't have a ton of this, but that makes sense because it's 4 ply. And it is incredibly scratchy. I mean, it's basically like, it feels like twine. So I'm thinking I might do something like home decor-ish with this, like make a trivet or a set of coasters or something like that. I feel like it could be really fun. So yeah, let me know if you have any ideas of what I could do with 120 yards of this lovely cable plied Karakul. I feel so good about all of the stuff that I have gotten completed lately, and I also feel really good about where I'm headed with my works in progress. So let's talk about those now. The first I have to show you is going to look a little familiar because I am making another happy hour top, and I don't have very much done of this. I just last night, when I was working on this last, I joined the body so that I have armholes now. But this pattern comes with 2 different options. So you can have a sleeve sleeveless option or a long sleeve option. And so this is going to be my long sleeve version, and I am very excited. I'm going to do a couple of inches on the body just because I like to have something a little bit more substantial at the underarm. So I'm going to do a couple more inches on the body, and then the plan is to pick up for the sleeves and do those before finishing the body. I am using some more of my own hand-dyed yarn, and it is coming out really cool. Sorry, let me make sure I don't have any cat hair on this. It's coming out really cool. And this is actually an oopsie skein of, well, it was an oopsie pan of yarn from a colorway that I am working on developing. And the thing is that there was a tiny, like, little speck of dye that was not dissolved, and it caused this spotting on the yarn in various sections. So you can see, like, will you be able to see that? There's like little darker brown streaks in the yarn, and it looks so pretty, but the reason it is an oopsie is because there's no way of me being able to tell exactly how much dye wasn't dissolved and where the speckles laid on the skeins and stuff like that. So it is completely non-repeatable. I have no idea how to recreate this, but it's really stinking pretty. So I took it for myself to make my second happy hour top, and I am loving how it's working. And don't worry, because this colorway will become a colorway, but I will try and find a way to make this more consistently repeatable, but that's gonna take some messing around. Anyway, I think that's all I have to say about this. I don't have much more to say because we've talked about the happy hour top ad nauseum. And yeah, I'm making the same size. The same size that I did for my first sample, and I love it. I might make this one a tiny bit shorter because I actually already have a whole outfit planned of what I'm going to wear with this. Probably planning on having this be something I wear for one of the days of Rhinebeck. Very excited. So, can't wait to keep working on this. The next work in progress I have is something that has not shown its face around here in quite a while because it's been summer and I didn't want to work on a sweater in the summer. But I decided it is time to get things wrapped up with this very long lingering project, and that is my slip on your shoulder. I'm super excited. So I was here the last time I showed it on the podcast, which I don't even know when that was. This is a little beignet stitch marker from, it's backwards, sorry. From Stacy of Bah Humble that I got when I went to Yarny Gras in New Orleans. Anyway, so I only had a couple, I did like maybe 2 inches on the body, tried it on, and did about my 2 inches of ribbing. Oh no, I'm running out of memory card. Okay, we'll finish talking about this and then we'll switch things up for what I have to talk about next. Okay, so I finished my body, finished the ribbing, and then I picked up for the neck and finished off the neckband. I love the way this is fitting, so now all I have left to do are sleeves. I have to do a little bit of math before I pick up and get ready to do the sleeves. It is going to be a set-in sleeve with this super fun detail that is going to continue down the sleeves, and I am very excited about it. Can't wait to get this one done. I don't want to promise that it'll be done by the next podcast, but it might be. It could be. And also I am using Fiber Space Vivacious Decay in the colorway Denim for this one. And it's super soft and squishy, and I'm very excited. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit excited about Tour de Fleece ending because that footage takes up so much space on all of my memory cards, and I try not to delete anything until I've like already edited the video and put it up on YouTube, just because I'm paranoid that I'm going to lose something. So I just have so much footage for that, and I'm looking forward to not filming every day and being able to save some space on my memory cards. Anyway, it's time to talk about some shop update news, because I will be having a shop update on Saturday, July 20th at 11 a.m. Eastern, and I decided that since my first collection was all variegated, speckly colorways, I needed to bring some tonals into the mix. So I decided to go with a theme and have it be the Pop of Color collection, and all of the colorways are based around various sodas. So let's talk about them. This, I know I just said that everything is tonals, but this is the only colorway that is not a tonal and has speckles in the whole collection. This is called Heads Up, and this is a white creamy base with some minimal speckles of yellow and green, or lemon and lime, because this is based on 7-Up, or more specifically named after the game Heads Up 7-Up. Did anyone play that when you were a kid, where you put your head on the desk, you put your thumb up, and someone has to go around and put the thumb down? So yeah, this is Heads Up 7-Up. Now the rest are tonals or semi-solids, I promise. This one is Who Loves Orange Soda? Because come on, Kel loves orange soda, right? Right? This is a quote from the show Kenan and Kel, which was on Nickelodeon, and this is a really fun I'm gonna call it a tonal, not a semi-solid, because there is some tonality in there. And this reminds me of orange soda, specifically the orange soda that Kel loves. And it glows. It really glows. This has some fluorescent dye in it and some other colors as well, and the fluorescent color, no matter how much you put in there, it just makes it like absolutely glow. So this is really fun. Next we have What Happened to Grape Soda, and this is, wow, okay, this is coming across very blue, but it is not. You see if I like hold it back here, maybe it looks a little bit more purpley. It's purple, I promise. I'll see if maybe I can take a picture and insert it that looks a little bit better. This skein actually is also, this was the last one I dyed, so this one is the teensiest bit damp still. But this is called What Happened to Grape Soda. This is a reference to The Office. Now I have to admit, I am actually not that much of an Office fan, but Office fan or not, I think everyone roots for Jim and Pam, no matter who you are. And Jim is known for drinking grape soda.
It's grape soda.
But at one point, he ends up seeing someone else who is not Pam, and she asks what happened to grape soda, and he says he's in a bit of a bottled water phase at the moment. So Anyway, this is a purple, a very deep purple, grapey purple color with black and blue undertones. This, I also don't really want to call it a semi-solid. I want to call it a tonal. It has, oh goodness gracious, that just looks so blue. That looks so blue, but it's not. It's purple, I swear. But it does have some tonal variation in there. I will take a picture of this in good lighting and put it on the screen for you. Next up, we have Be a Pepper, and this is inspired by Dr. Pepper and the very deep, come on, focus please. Are you gonna focus? There we go. That deep maroon, red based brown that that Dr. Pepper is known for. And this one I would say is more of a semi-solid because this is really just a saturated, deep, maroony red brown color that is so pretty, and I have plans for this already. I have stolen some skeins for myself. I am going to make, or I'm planning on making, Breathe, the Little Wolf Knits, thick beachcomber flares out of this, and I'm going to wear it with my new happy hour top sample, and I think it's gonna look so good, and I can't wait. And the last colorway in the collection that we have is Let Your Taste Decide, and that was the tagline for the Pepsi challenge. And this is a brown tonal with some caramelly undertones, and I wanted it to look like when you get a Coke or a Pepsi or a cola of any kind, and you have it in your glass, but there's ice and it's melting, and you get that variation. Instead of just a dark brown cola, you get that like lighter brown, the caramelly tones really start to come out, and I love this one. I love how it worked up. Very happy with it. Also, I dyed some of these on Surrey the other day. I started dyeing them on Surrey. I got these done. They look so good. But I cannot wait to get these on Surrey. That's my plan for tomorrow. I'm so excited. It's going to be glorious. This one actually does not have any fluorescence in the dye, but it glows. Oh my gosh. I need to get a better picture for you because this is just, it's so fun. It's so cool. I wonder if I could, do I have anything that's like, no, I don't have anything near me that I could hold it up against. I was thinking like if I put it against white, it might look more purple. Whatever. I'll take a picture. I'll make sure I have a picture here for you. I probably have already put the picture in and you're like, MC, stop talking about the picture because you already did it. But anyway, I can't wait to get these on Surrey. It's gonna be so much fun. All right, so keep an eye out for that collection release on Saturday the 20th. And if you aren't already, make sure you are on the newsletter, which you can find a link to down in the description box, because all newsletter subscribers get a coupon code that they can use all the time, not just a one-time only thing. You can use it anytime you make a purchase from my shop or from Patterns on Ravelry. So make sure you are on the newsletter. And pretty much the only thing I have left to talk about is videos that have been posted in the past 2 weeks, and I've pretty much already mentioned them. So I had my TDF Tuesday Volume 2 and 3, because I've been doing them every Tuesday during Tour de Fleece. So I published Volumes 2 and 3 of that. I am currently working on the final installment. And the only other video, sorry, something's on my nose. Fiber everywhere, oh my gosh. Okay, Nope, it's still there. The only other video that I posted was my Biker Babe Bralette challenge vlog. So all of those will be linked for you to check out as well. And that is all we have to talk about this time. Oh my gosh, no, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, firstly, one second. Can you all see Shandy? I don't really want to move the camera, but yeah, okay. Shandy, that's very inappropriate. No one needs to see that. Anyway, this collection, along with my original collection, will be at my trunk show, which I haven't told you the details of yet, and I'm finally ready. So I will be doing a trunk show at Madison Wool in Madison, Connecticut for the I-91 Shop Hop, which will be happening in August. The Shop Hop itself happens, I'm gonna say August 6th through 17th, but if I am incorrect, I will put the dates on the screen. And it encompasses shops from Connecticut, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Vermont, and New Hampshire. And it's going to be so much fun. I will be in Madison Wool for a trunk show on August 10th and 11th, which are Saturday and Sunday. I will be there, I think, pretty much during their open hours, like all day, both days. So if you are in the area, or if you are going to participate in the I-91 Shop Hop, if you're in any of the other states in the area and you will be doing a trip to check out any of the stores that are on the Shop Hop, please come say hi. I would love to see you there. This collection will be there on fingering weight, DK weight, and Surrey, as well as my original 5 colorways that I launched, and a couple of other colorways that I am working on that will be at the Shop Hop and then released to the public after. So I will just be having them for the Shop Hop, and then you will be able to get them, any leftovers, and I will probably dye some more after the Shop Hop, and it will go into the shop. And I will also be having fiber at the Shop Hop too. That has not been dyed yet. That's the last thing I need to get through. I've got to get these colorways dyed up on Surrey, and then it's onto fiber, and then we're done. We're ready for the trunk show. Super excited. So yeah, that is what will be happening. We have our collection release on Saturday. Then there will be stock on the website, but nothing's going to be happening until the trunk show, and then I will put any leftovers from the trunk show up onto the website, and I will be making an announcement when that happens as well. Okay, now I'm pretty sure we're done for the day. That is all I have to say for this episode of the podcast. I can't wait to see you next time. And if you are still here and you have enjoyed what you have seen, please consider giving a like and subscribing. I have a goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers before the end of this year, and we're close, but it feels far. Anything helps. So if you're enjoying what you see, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you here as part of our little community. So with that being said, take care of you, and I will see you next time.